Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Started from the Bottom. Today we have a massive Europa League semi-final matchup. We take on Bayern Munich at home in the first leg and we take on West Brom in the Premier League with a hope of returning to the top of the Premier League table. It's going to be a big one. Let's jump into today's episode. So guys, as I mentioned, we will take on Bayern Munich in the Europa League semi-final. It's the team that I really wanted to avoid. But first of all, let's show you guys how we got on in the games that you would have missed. We played the one game off camera. We beat Leeds 2-0 thanks to goals from Xardoin Zola and Gary Morrison. What that does in terms of the Premier League, Manchester City have slipped a little bit, so we've gone above them. We've got a game in hand on Manchester United with just the 4 games remaining, guys. So each Premier League game at the moment is absolutely massive. In terms of the Europa League, this is the lay of the land. As you know, we battered Anderlecht. Lyon have gone through. Bayern Munich went through on away goals against Schalke, and Everton secured their safe passage through with a 3-1 victory over Roma. So in the semi-finals, we take on Bayern Munich. Everton take on Lyon. In terms of the Europa League, I definitely think we can win it. And then obviously today we've got the Premier League game against West Brom. As I said, every game in the Premier League is vitally important. So without any further ado, let's get into today's game, or the first of today's games against Bayern Munich. We've played Bayern once and we've won that game. That was just a pre-season friendly though, so I'm not holding too much against that. So to start things off, guys, we've got a couple of issues. Obviously, Ngongang's still got his cruciate ligament injury. Rivas needs a rest. So we're going to run Beatty, Amakanji, Zola, Badham, Merko, Morrison, Ildreton, Baz, Chukwuma, Felix Fury, and Luis Dondon up top. Obviously, we do have some options on the bench. I've just noticed a couple of our players are heavily wanted. So it's going to be an interesting one this summer, obviously. I'd like to think if we can hold on and win some silverware, the players will want to stay with us, but you never know. Last summer we had some massive transfers come in. So some players of note that I'm going to bring to you guys. Obviously, Bayern have kept 3 of their original players. They've kept David Alaba, Joshua Kimmich, and Tolisso. They've also signed Tonali, and he's been there he's made 177 appearances. And as you can see, Sandro Tonali, at age 26, I think he still looks very good. They've also got Coop Miners, Ansu Fati here, who they signed from Barcelona. Fati looks like a very good player. Looks like he's done pretty well for Bayern Munich. 13 goals this season in all competitions. But this guy, right, Patrick Wagner, look at him. He is unreal. Natural at the striker, can play anywhere across the 3 behind. Unbelievable technical stats, unbelievable physical stats. 19 pace, 19 acceleration, 19 balance, 18 agility. He's valued at 87 million and he's wanted by Liverpool and PSG. And you can see why. But he's not playing up front today. They are playing Mario Rebelo, the Portuguese man who they've signed from Porto. Can do the same as Wagner, to be perfectly honest. It's going to be a tough one. Obviously, as I said, this is the team that I did want to avoid. So we will say to the boys, go out there and prove a point. We are obviously at home, first of all. So fingers crossed, the Bar Stadium can see us pick up a victory against Bayern Munich. We get the first highlight. Merko with the throw deep into the penalty area. Felix Fury gets up the German, heads it straight at the Bayern Munich goalkeeper. Let off for Bayern there as they clear immediately to Wagner. Wagner burns away from Merko with that 19 pace we said about. And Ansu Fati has scored a header. And it's the opener in this tie. Wagner shows good pace, as I said. He's very electric. Interesting cross with his left foot. And Fatty there gets the header. It's a disappointing one that he's kind of got across Amakanji for that header. But obviously Amakanji is not really a right back. And we're forced to play him there due to Rivas being so tired. Good challenge from Badham there. We win the ball back, recycle it nicely. Out to Gary Morrison on this right-hand side. Morrison into Lewis Dondon. Lewis Dondon. Fine stop from the Bayern Munich goalkeeper. Clear-cut chance that we've not put away. Baz whips the corner in and Bayern get the first ball clear. We recycle possession and Baz is flagged offside. Amakanji on the ball then being pressed into Zola. Zola into Ashley Alderton. Back to the centre-back. Out to Morrison again on this right-hand side. Goes in past David Alaba. Advances into the penalty area. Goes for a strike and his shot is blocked very nicely. Felix Fury gets the second ball into Baz. Come on. Lovely pass from Lewis Dondon into Baz. The man who we got from PSG in the summer. Nice little recycle of possession there. Ansu Fati with a bad clearance into Felix Fury. Dondon knocks it past. Baz gets away from Kimmich and slots past the goalkeeper, giving us a way back into this tie. Just noticed that Everton have scored a goal have had a red card against Lyon, and Lyon have scored a goal moments after that. Baz with the ball over the top. Lewis Dondon into the penalty area. He's being held up nicely there from Bayern Munich. Opts to go all the way back to Felix Fury. Ilderton. Badham gets the loose ball. Ilderton, the Australian. Fury out to Morrison. Morrison on this right-hand side. Cross comes over. Oh, come on. Second goal of the game for Baz. Unbelievable stuff from this man. Just look at the stats on this young Frenchman. He's not even playing in his right position. He's playing there. Anyway, just look at the physicals, the flair. He's just unreal, this guy. Anyway, we move forward. We get away back into this game. Obviously, Bayern with the away goal. Morrison there. Nice cross. Baz gets up ahead of Kimmich, I assume. Again, it is Joshua Kimmich. Baz is showing him a lesson out on our left, their right-hand side here. So from going a goal down, we are 2-1 up at half-time. Obviously, I am slightly worried about the Bayern Munich away goal. Just because of that, I'd quite like to get another one. Another one in today's game. If we could finish this game 3-1, I'd be very, very impressed. Obviously, Bayern are a tough team, and the away goal does scare me because you'd imagine that they would score back in Germany. Fatty with the ball over. Wagner gets there ahead of Mirko. His pace is just something else. Ball comes across from Wagner, and the header is over by Tolisso. Mistake from Baz. They have a strike. Beatty forced to push it over the bar. Set piece for the Germans, though. We get the initial danger clear to Joshua Kimmich. Into the corner, take a lovely challenge from Baz. And that is the highlight over. I've just noticed Lyon have also had a man sent off. So it's 10 versus 10 there. And we are going to look at making some subs here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Morrison there. I'm going to bring on Matthias Bilbao. And I'm going to swap Rivas and Amakanji, only because Amakanji is exhausted. So 15 minutes of this game to go. See if we can get anything else out of this tie. Obviously, being in the lead regardless is superb, and I'm very happy with that. And I am happy with the 2-1 result, in all honesty. But I'd love to get that extra cushion. And there it is. Lewis Dondon gets me that extra goal that I wanted. Chukwuma with the assist. The text commentary says it will be played over and over again. Baz with the interception there. Chukwuma on the turn, left-footed, over the top to Lewis Dondon. Into the penalty area, left-footed across the goalkeeper. And we go 3-1 up against Bayern Munich. So that goal from Lewis Dondon was the last highlight of the game. We are 3-1 up against Bayern Munich in this tie. I'm going to passionately say I'm very pleased with your performance, boys. That was fantastic. Lyon having another player sent off there. Interesting. They still hold that 1-goal lead though, and we are 3-1 up against Bayern Munich, and the attention turns to the Premier League. I'll be back for this Premier League game in just 2 seconds. Okay then guys, we are ready to take on West Brom, but before we do so, I just want to review some of the results in the day before's Premier League. Manchester United won again 1-0 against West Ham. It's a good result for Manchester United, keeps them top of the table, but Manchester City dropped points away at 18th place Huddersfield. That precariously leaves Man City in a little bit of trouble. But we are currently now 3 points behind Manchester United with 2 games in hand. If we win this, obviously we don't go top because we don't have the goal difference to do it. But oh god, this game against West Brom is probably just as important as these games against Bayern Munich. We've got a pretty good record against West Brom. We've rotated the team a little bit. We've got Bailey in goal, Rivas, Zola, Badham, Aït-Nouri, Barbagaleta, Ilgerton, O'Neill, Chukwuma, Fury, Dondon. Dondon's on the verge of being our record goal scorer ever in terms of a single season. Obviously, even better than Valentin Vega. Some interesting players here for West Brom. The ones that I'm just going to pull out are Tahith Chong and Fraser Hornby, who always seems to score against me. He scored against me a decent amount when he was at West Ham. But obviously, now it's all in our hands. We are favourites for a reason. I think if we win, we secure Champions League football for next season, which again would be superb. Rivas with the throw. Dondon Zola. That's a massive block, whoever stopped that. West Brom with the ball from a throw-in then. Advancing into the middle of the pitch. Deba, Hornby. Hornby goes past. Ooh, that's a let-off for us there. First shot of the game goes to West Brom, and it gets dragged just wide of the goal by Fraser Hornby. Another opportunity. We get another block, pushing West Brom back all the time here. Hornby on the ball. Tahith Chong. Hornby. West Brom playing some nice football, and again, narrowly firing wide of our goal. We've offered nothing so far. Ilgerton with the ball in. Rivas gets his head on it, and our effort goes over the bar. Now we've definitely started to grow into the game in the past 5 to 10 minutes. We have a set piece here. Ilgerton will take it from deep, swings it into the penalty area, and Phil O'Neill. Oh man, he's a team leader in our team. He doesn't really play a lot, as you can see at the top of the screen. It says it's his first goal of the season. Unbelievable from Phil O'Neill. Gets away from his man at the far post, hits it past the goalkeeper. Unbelievable stuff from our team leader, Phil O'Neill there. That goal in the 23rd minute from Phil O'Neill was the last highlight of this game, of the first half even. Very, very impressed with how we've come back into this game. Ruud van Nistelrooy is telling me to tell the team to go out and prove a point. I'm actually going to say I'm happy with their performance and hope that they build on it for the second half. Rivas with the throw though, first highlight of the second half. We hit the crossbar, Chardon Zola hits it straight at the goalkeeper. The highlight doesn't seem to be over. West Brom goalkeeper puts the ball on the deck, kicks it long, straight to Rivas again. Phil O'Neill back in a defensive position for now, obviously because of that long throw-in routine. And off goes Phil O'Neill. I don't know if you can see him running. Felix Fury into the penalty area. And the German fires wide of the goal. We've definitely grown into this game after the first 20 minutes of being very absent. Rivas with the throw. Zola flicks it on. Lewis Dondon. And that is another unbelievable save from the West Brom goalkeeper. O'Neill with the set piece. And we head another one over. Chardon Zola with another interesting effort. That he goes, heads over the bar. Chukwuma set piece. Badham. The set pieces do continue and they do come up trumps. I'm so glad that we signed Martin Badham from Norwich. Chukwuma with the delivery. Badham gets up, heads across the goalkeeper who's been playing pretty well today. And we are 2 goals to the good. It looks like we are going back joint top of the Premier League. With that game in hand against Manchester United. 66 minutes on the clock and West Brom have an opportunity. Ball over the top into Fraser Hornby. Another great save from Beatty. The Ivorian pushing the ball wide with his right foot. That is the end of the highlight. They've brought on Mitrovic, which is an interesting one, as West Brom are actually trying really hard to get back into this game, but they're not actually having the best of it in terms of opportunities and actually testing Beatty. Ball across. Badham hits the post. Another potential set piece that would have been an absolute dream. 10 minutes to go. Come on, boys. We can see this out, can't we? Easy. Easy. I'm going to make a sub, maybe. Let's make some subs. Christian Muzzo can come on for Ashley Alderton. Azevedo for Chukwuma. And that'll do. And then we can keep Morrison fresh for the Europa League tie against Bayern Munich next time. Come on. Right, okay, so we've got the win against West Brom. This is not the most difficult one in terms of the fixtures that we have left in terms of the Premier League. We go back to second, as I said. We are joint top on 79 points with Manchester United, but we do have that extra game in hand. If we go forward, we've got Rivas, who needs a little bit of a rest. That's a bit of a shame with Bayern Munich coming up. Tottenham avoid relegation is the biggest story in the Premier League, which is a very, very weird one. Had to pay some bonuses out. Oh, God. Right, okay. I'm going to leave it there, guys. We will come back as another episode for the games against Bayern Munich in the second leg and Brighton in the Premier League. As I said, every game at the moment is massive, and I don't want you guys to miss anything. This episode's already gone on for a little bit of time already, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like on the channel and subscribe for daily Football Manager content. I will be back on Thursday with another episode of Started from the Bottom, and you're not going to want to miss it.